Hello to all of you and welcome back to my SB2 channel. This video is all about solution stoichiometry, and we also have a practice for you at the end. Okay, so I know the solution stoichiometry might seem like a challenging topic, but I am here to break it down into few steps for you, which is going to make it a lot easier to follow. Trust me, if you apply this method to every single stoichiometry question, you will never make mistakes anymore. Okay? So take a look at my flowchart here. There are going to be a few pieces. Some of them are the one that we already know them, right, from the previous lectures. Some other pieces are going to be new. Okay, so think about it. If the mass of substance A is given, and you try to convert that to the moles of the substance, okay, what do we need to pick here? How do we do this conversion? Yep, you are right. I need to use the molar mass of compound A, right? And that is something that I can find it on my periodic table. Okay, now if I have moles, right, and now I'm trying to figure out moles of another compound, right? Okay, so there are two different compounds. What I need to do to make this happen, think about it. Yes, absolutely. You need to look at your equation, and it must be a balanced equation, right? You can use the coefficient. Now, these two substances, A and B, they both can be on the product side, or maybe one on the product, one on the reactant side. That does not matter at all. As long as you have your balanced equation, you can use their coefficient to go from one to another one. Okay, so these three pieces are the one that we already know them. Now, what if you want to go from moles of substance B to the volume of the solution containing this compound? Then we have to use, yep, you are right, the molarity, right? Using the concentration, the molarity of solution containing B to calculate the volume. Okay, now what if you want to go from moles of, let's say, substance B to the molarity of the solution containing this compound? Okay, you want to calculate the concentration. Then you need to divide that by the volume, right? You're using the volume to calculate that. Okay, now we're going to apply these steps in a practice on the next page. Okay, see you there. So here's our practice. The question says how many grams of calcium hydroxide are needed to neutralize 25 milliliter of 0.1 mole per liter of nitric acid. So there are two different compounds here. One of them is calcium hydroxide. The other one is nitric acid. For your nitric acid, you have both pieces, and those are volume and the molarity. So I can use these two, right? And I can take my volume, I can multiply that by the concentration, and that is going to give me the number of moles of nitric acid. Now be careful, the volume given as 25 ml, which is milliliter, I need to convert that to liter, which is going to be 0.25 liter, right? And then you multiply that by the concentration, molarity, which is 0.1 mole per liter. So you can cancel out the liters, and what you have at this moment is the moles of nitric acid. Let's say moles of compound A. Okay, now the next step should be calculating the moles of the other compound, which is calcium hydroxide. So how do we go from one compound to another one? Yep, I need to look at my stoichiometry coefficients. Where they are, I don't see them. Yeah, we have to write the reaction first, right? So I'm going to write my reaction between these two. This is your acid-base reaction. It's a neutralization reaction. So we know that we are forming water and the salt. Make sure that you balanced the reaction, okay? So you've got your reaction balanced. Now, using the molar coefficient, right? So looking at here, I've got 2 moles of nitric acid that is reacting with 1 mole of calcium hydroxide, right? So I'm going to have these written, right? Kind of a straightforward. And then you will take it to the next step. Okay, so you're looking for the grams of calcium hydroxide. I have this many moles of my first compound, which was nitric acid, and then using their coefficient. So 2 moles of nitric acid is reacting with 1 mole of calcium hydroxide. Make sure that these two units are consistent so you can cross them out, right? The next step must be moles to grams, right? Which is going to be using the molar mass. 74.1 grams per mole is the molar mass of calcium hydroxide. So 1 mole down here, you can cross it out with a mole of calcium hydroxide here. And then what I have at the end of my train, right, is the grams of calcium hydroxide, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And that would be 0.0926 grams of calcium hydroxide. That's it. Did you see how easy that was? Make sure that you continue practicing using our steps until it becomes pretty much a second nature to you. Okay? Cool, cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you actually find it helpful, could you give it a thumbs up and maybe like write something in the comment section for me? I just want to make sure how I feel about this video is the same as how you feel about this video. Okay? Excellent. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you soon on my next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.